Day 7 hunger strike goes on, but don't listen to me. Listen to the confession I have on the wire.
If I have a baseball bat or a 2x4, we'll call it, to just remind a young person that I need you to stay focused on what's in front of you. I need you to stay focused on your treatment plan, and everything's going to smooth over. Because if you don't, then one of these things are going to go whap on your head. Okay? Wasn't a user-friendly place, the mental health center.
And I made it clear to everyone, including you, I wanted to plead not guilty and fight it in court. Mm-hmm. And it was explained to me that that was not wise.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to understand that because...
Well, it wasn't wise. If I said it wasn't wise in the sense of I'm a therapist and I'm trying to help you promote a good mental health. And Jessica Fry was on the case. Okay, I remember Jessica, real tall. Remember her, real tall social worker?
I only met with her once, and that was after the plea was already entered.
Okay.
She wasn't interested in my desire to report child abuse at the time.
Yeah, and it was such a crazy time.
Because my mom is damn good at what she does.
The cops themselves said, Danny, we can arrest her. As I wrote, we can arrest this woman. And they're telling us, mental health center, because they're guiding us too. We just want the kid to get treatment and to maintain treatment.
My mom was going to be arrested. I was going to be out of that house. Everything was going to be fine. And then you showed up.
Okay, so Aubrey, what it sounds like to me, that all that I was trying to do was probably keep anyone from getting arrested. And that, maybe we can work this out.
I would not have entered that guilty plea if I weren't stuck living with my mother, and if it weren't explained to me that I had no choice.
Well, that's for sure.
Were you aware at this time that my mother was regularly abusing me and that I was not defending myself? Because you said that you thought it was mutual altercations. But do you know, on April 11th, I did not strike my mother. Not once. Mm-hmm. The most I did was put my hands up. She stabbed me with a fork that day.
Your mom would have said something that would have tainted that story of somehow always putting it. Your mom, you even said it best, though we probably wouldn't admit it in front of you.
You called me paranoid.
No, we said you sound paranoid. I can't never call a person paranoid because I don't want to, I don't incriminate myself. You sounded a little paranoid, but you also used to say, my mom. In fact, I'm surprised you don't have the note where I must have wrote it several times where you say, my mom has Munchausen by proxy.
You were sitting right there. And I remember having told you I did not want to do that. And you admitted that, yes, you said I needed to take the deal because otherwise I was getting fucked. And I probably did, because my mom was going to burn me.
She would have said, you need to be in some therapeutic community if you don't go this route. Or she would have made something else up that would have made it sound like, you're unlivable with, and you need a higher level of care. But it's not that we didn't believe her. Believe you. Well, we saw it.
If you believe me, then why?
But an altercation, a blow-up occurs. I'm kind of like the guy who here, I'm practically in the position of having to go out there and put a fire out. The treatment team, as we were walking through this, because I didn't do anything by myself. This was with our treatment team, all the people there at the FACT team, and we're saying, how am I going to get this family, because the whole idea of the FACT team was, how can we keep a family intact without them either killing themselves, or throwing things at each other? How are we going to be able to pull this one off? Because the odds were that I wasn't going to be able to accomplish squat, that you were going to probably end up in a long-term hospital, mom was just going to be, forever on her lonesome because she's just too sick, and we prioritized trying to keep the family intact.
But I was reporting abuse. Why were you trying to keep the family intact?
because anything and everything I did was, and again, my hope was just to help you out.